I am Nathalie Du Pasquier. I am French born. I live in Italy. I am a painter. I have been a designer. And the cabin behind me is one of the last things I have made, actually. Cabin, which was supposed to contain inside something from my past and outside be exactly what I am now. I think I am inspired by whatever happens to me. I did not study, so it means that I have taken a lesson from a lot of things I have looked at in my life. When I arrived in Milan, I found a job as a textile designer, and then I was part of Memphis, so of course I was in the world of design, but also not having studied anything, I could feel that I could in fact do whatever I wanted. I decided design in the end was not really what I wanted to do, and so I decided I wanted to start a real adventure by myself, and I started to paint. And this is what I like, but also there I have also been a kind of autodidacte, even if at my age it sounds crazy to say that, but I started without really knowing anything about painting, but just looking at a lot of things that I thought were beautiful in the history of painting. What I like about painting is that it is really about the history of humanity as well, and this is what has inspired me. It was not the art of my time, but it was really the art of the world and of every time. Like all the things that you do when you are very young, they really impress you. And certainly that first year away from my hometown, relativized very much my idea of where I was coming from. I think when I started as a designer, of course, I was completely involved with decoration. We used to do pieces which were built out of decorated surfaces, and so that was really kind of my label. I have also always thought that the painting was also needed to be decorative, pleasant, which was not very well seen when I started painting. It's important to do something that gives also pleasure. It's a little bit old-fashioned way of looking at things, but it's my way anyway. As I said before, my models were very much taken in the history of painting. So I live in Italy, there is a lot of fantastic painting. There is a lot of beautiful painting or mosaics which are also inserted in the architecture. The mixture of the intimate dimension of the painting together with the solid, fixed idea of the architecture. So I started by painting landscapes, people, kind of stories. Quite quickly, in fact, after about 2 years or 3 years, I came back to painting objects, and the scene of my work became the table with things on it, and the relation between the objects, and so in a way going back also to architecture and to the way things happen on a space. And in that case, the space became the canvas. I wanted to transform the things a bit more, so I started painting and changing the objects I was representing. And then little by little, I even started to build completely abstract structures that became my models, so that the paintings looked as if they were abstract, but in fact they were completely representative. Until a day I create the spaces and the shapes directly on the canvas without using a model anymore. And so this is a little bit what I am into at the moment, and I think the cabin which is at my back is also a result of that.